Hello, everyone. I am late. I'm sorry I'm late. It's just been one of those days. Um, I'm trying to get everything sorted out here and make sure all this is working. So I'll be there just as soon as I can. All right. It looks like everything's working. It looks like there's 7 of you watching me. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Sherry. Oh, I forgot to do the silly camera. I'm sorry, it's been a very bad, rough morning. Not bad, just rough. Okay, there we go. Hi, Mina. Hi, Joyce, Sherry, and Patricia. Um, thanks, Mina. Yeah, it's been one of those days. Of course, I shouldn't have done it. We had hi, Linda. Uh, what do you call those things? That's things that stuff you eat. Chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken for dinner last night, and it did not like me, or my stomach didn't like it, whichever it was. Um, I have to get a couple more things simply because I didn't get them ahead of time. This will work, I think. But I also have to find my little journal. So we're going to start with our little journal. Hi, Lisa. Lisa has been very busy, guys. I think she put up 3 videos in the last 24 hours. Hi, Sharon. Welcome, welcome, guys. I'm so glad you're all here. Okay, why is that doing that? There we go. I'm fixing to find my little journal. We're gonna do it first. Yep, busy, busy, busy. Lisa has been. Yes, you have been. Um, and you know, Lisa, I have walked past those paper bags. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen those paper bags and thought, oh, I don't need any lunch bags. I don't need any party bags. And then you pulled them out of the package today, and I'm thinking, why did I not get those party bags? They match our napkins. Today is your last page in your little journal. Oh, awesome, Barbara. Barbara's going to do a clip later, guys. Make sure you go to her channel and subscribe so that you can see it. Okay, well, I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes. I have let's see. What can I talk about? We're going to change projects today. We're going to do our little journal. We're going to do a zine inspired by Lisa, which I'm not going to tell you any more about than that. We're going to do that second. And then the third project we're going to start on a round 2 of the Totally Junk Journal. So there is some things you'll need for the Totally Junk Journal, and that is some junk mail envelopes. I think I have a little pile I could show you. Oops, that's not what I want to show you. Okay. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 envelopes that are like business size envelopes of 7 because I folded one in half. Yay! Joyce says, yay, Totally Junk Journal. Hi, Joyce. Did I say hello already? I hope so. And then you're going to need kind of a big envelope. I get these. I think the insurance company sends big envelopes. I usually have one. Oh, I just knocked everything in the floor. That's just what I needed. Well, no, that's not a big one. Anyways, yeah, State Farm's envelope is usually big, but this happens to be an envelope from a card. So, something big if you've got it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. We'll work with something else. Anytime you don't have what we're using, it is fine. We will work on it. I'll make suggestions of different things. So, but okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. Never too soon for thumbs up. Thank you, Mina. Oh, Tanya, so sorry. Craft lunch. Oh, yeah, well, what it was the I have a shoebox, a plastic shoebox. Well, filled with these envelopes. And I went to, hi Cheryl, and I went to look for more envelopes. And I was digging through that box, and now there are envelopes all the way down the pile. So I get to clean that up after lunch. And guys, you know how things, I have to tell you that why this morning has been so bad. First off, I didn't feel so good. But then everything kind of does its thing where nothing is going quite right. I went in the kitchen to get me some tea, and I look over and I realize that the dish drainer is really dirty. That thing. Hi, Nashua. The thing that the drainer sits on and drains into the sink, right? There are things that don't go in the dishwasher, and so we have a dish drainer. So I look at the bottom piece of it, and it's filthy. And I'm thinking, oh, well, that's because Jeff's been doing the dishes, and he doesn't notice everything, and that's fine. I didn't notice it till today. So I say, okay. I move the drainer off over to a towel, and I take the little plate thing, and I'm going to stick it in the sink and soak it so that I can scrub it. Neither one of my sinks will hold water. So I've gone around the house trying to find a way to seal the sink so that I can soak this thing. It's been like that for like 3 days. It started when I got glass on my torch Friday. So we are going to do this tea bag page in the back today. I already decided. I didn't have to look. I knew. That it's got a little gold paint on it where I was putting gold paint on this one and just wipe my finger over there. Hi, Mary. So we're going to work on this tea bag page. Last week I had to make some more masks, so I have some little bits of fabric. I'm going to use some scrappy. Hi, Andrea. Some scrappy embroidery floss. This is embroidery floss that I have. These are leftover pieces from when my dad was doing projects. Ooh, that's pretty. You can't tell, but it's sparkly. It's probably rayon. If I have missed saying hello to anybody, I do apologize. Excuse me. I'm glad you're all here. Very, very glad. Oh, we're going to need a needle. Now, most of the time when you sew on paper, you don't need a very pointy needle, just The floss with metal in it tangles like, yes, it does. That one was rayon. Those were rayon. It was just shiny. You know, it didn't sparkle. It was just more shiny. Sorry, I was reading chat. But a needlepoint needle is dull, and that normally will work just fine on paper. But on the tea bags, you want something a little bit sharper, just because it makes it easier. Okay. It really wants to. Hi, Deborah. Deborah, I can't remember if you've been before. Rayon thread is slippery. Yes, and I'm not going to use that today. It just doesn't. Deborah, welcome. And I think you may have been here before. I just don't remember things very well, and especially today. So, anyways, this really wants to stay here, but it's so tiny it might have to go in the trash. Just because, you know. Okay, scissors. I need scissors. I really like the torn edge on that, so we're going to see what we can do. I could go get the big piece and just tear off some, but I really want to have tiny pieces. I don't like to use, I want to use the scraps is the deal. I'm glad everybody's here. Who's going to play along in their journal? Barbara's making the last page she's got. Then she said she was going to film it and do a flip. So that's Barbara Clark. So you want to make sure that you check out her channel. Hi, Denise. Barbara, can you put your channel link in, please? I'm pretty sure you're arranged so you were allowed. Mary's going to play later. Yay. Patricia's playing. Lisa's playing. Linda's playing. Mary's out on the front porch. Well, if it were cool enough, I'd be out on the front porch. You guys know Mike, who comes on here sometimes. Well, last night he was doing a live stream, and I just happened to. It was right before I went to bed, and I just happened to see it come up on my screen, and he said it was 57 degrees or 50. Yeah, I think 57 degrees. It was 87 here last night at 7 o'clock. So Sharon's little book is all finished. Yay. You can play along in another little book, Sharon. Mina's going to play later. What I'm doing is creating a little tiny patch. There we go. Yes. That worked. It wasn't, this is sheeting, by the way. And so it's got a high thread count. So it's not, and nothing, fabric never tears both directions real well. There's Barbara's channels, and she said she's going to do a flip of her book later. So maybe not today, but later. Okay. Getting raggy jeans, snip, snip. Oh, that works, Cheryl. That's fun. Cheryl's playing. I think it's beyond sitting on the porch for us, unless it's late at night. We did go have dinner with Mom last night. We did not sit on the porch because there was no way I was going to make her sit outside in the heat. So, okay. Now, the thing is that what's going to happen is whatever I do on the front of this page is going to end up on the back of the page. So kind of going to be doing 2 pages at the same time here, unless I put something over it. So I have 3 little squares, like 3 little piggies. And I think I like this maroon. Okay, Mina. Totally get that. I chat is so hard to do on your phone. Okay. Is it a good time to, I remember me, Mary, that you're going to transplant the bulbs because of they're going to get lost otherwise. Jeff is outside at my mom's trying to clean her yard. He has to go back in. The skin cancer thing they took off about 2 weeks ago. When she got the results back, she decided she needed to go further down. So he's got to go back in so that they can cut further down. So he needs to get mom's yard finished because he doesn't. He figures that if they're going to do that, he might not be able to do any motions with his arms and that kind of stuff for a little while. I mean, he's just concerned that he won't be able to get to it right away, and he wants to get it done. That's true, Mary. And if you water them, they'll probably survive just fine. I will tell you that our elephant ears are not surviving very well. There's some in the back that are doing okay, but the ones beside my studio are not real healthy, and that is because we've just not had enough rain. Everybody else is getting a ton of rain. Okay, these are going to be in the way for the first row. What I'm just going to do like a row of running stitches. Getting the sewing box. There you go. Sorry, I didn't tell you ahead of time. My brain just, sometimes I can figure it out all ahead of time and sometimes not. Now, I'm not even going to tie a knot. I'm just going to pull that up and just leave it. I mean, we are sewing on paper. I love the little paper shreds that are right there. Sorry, concentrating. My luck, I shoved that needle up underneath my thumbnail. The way things are going today. Okay. Just got done. Uh-oh. That's not good, Mary. All right, now I'm going to put these on, and I'm going to basically I'm slow stitching them on, but with very, very long stitches. Okay, Barbara, that sounds good. He said he was going to pull up your volunteer sunflowers. Oh, now that Jeff and I will go over that kind of stuff quite a bit. Now I will tell you that there was a weed in my mother's yard yet last night, and Jeff says, "Is that a marigold or is that a weed?" And I said, "Well, I think it's a weed, um, but it's a really pretty weed. If you want to dig it up and bring it home with you." He said, "Oh, okay." But he is forever cutting down a plant. One of our front porch, our in front of our house, we have these big bushes. I went out yesterday to go to Mom's. One of them is gone, but now he tried to trim it and it was dead inside, and I get it. So, but he wouldn't pull up sunflowers because he knows me too well. I might be cussing him out too. Okay. Oh, I just realized I left both the fans on. He cut down all your. Oh, Mary, that I would have been very upset with. Um, Deborah, I forgot to turn the fans off. Is it? Are they too loud? I know the air conditioner can get kind of loud, but my ceiling fans, both of them, have decided to make a lot of noise lately. Thought they were weeds. Okay, Lisa, you can't. Okay, thanks, guys. Because it is a lot more comfortable in here if I can leave the ceiling fans on. Um, they're just old and they make a lot of noise. I can hear them, but I'm glad you guys can't. Okay, so I'm down to the bottom, and I'm just gonna turn around. Yep. Go back up. I'm glad you like it so far, Mary. Oh, my thread just came undone. Now, one thing about sewing on paper, you don't want to pull it accidentally and squash it up. I got to pull this close to me so that I can get it back in the needle. Okay, let's get it back in this needle. That's what happens when you make your thread just a little short, better to have a little bit more. At the same time, if your thread is too long, you'll have more trouble than you think. Lots and lots of thread means lots and lots of space for it to tangle. Oh, and that needle doesn't want to pull through that fabric. Come on. There we go. See? Should have left it a little longer. Do not have embroidery thread. Okay, Cheryl, use a piece of crochet cotton or yarn or regular thread, not just doubled, but maybe 4 threads worth. Even regular sewing thread, you can fold up 2 or 3 pieces of it and make a thicker thread. Don't, and regular thread would work. It's just like it doesn't show up as much. That is the only reason. Of course, I have all of this. This is a minute amount of the embroidery floss I have because I had embroidery floss. Mom had embroidery floss. Dad's projects had embroidery floss. Hi, Holly. There we go. Okay. And again, I'm going to just leave this up there. And now I want something that's close. I like this little splash of gold, so I think we'll use this color. Did I put that plastic thing back? What did I do with it? Because it does help. I don't know where he got these little strips of plastic or what it is, but it really does make a difference on these little loose pieces of stuff. They're like little pieces of stretchy plastic. Didn't bring any sewing things, so I am using glue, which means I need to put something behind the tea bag. There you go, Lisa. Last time when I put something behind this tea bag, I put a piece of book paper behind this one. Sorry you didn't bring any sewing things that I didn't tell you to bring sewing things. Bad girl. Okay. Well, this is interesting. There's 2 colors of thread in this little pile. Okay, what is this? Huh. Okay. That is not the same color as everything else. I think we will set that aside for the moment. And what's really interesting is that some of this floss feels like he separated it. Yeah, there's only 4 strands on this right here instead of 6. So I don't know what he was doing. Can you help help to understand double thread? Mary, if you used up all the tea bags, you're going to do a tip in. That sounds good. Cheryl, yes, I can help you to understand double thread. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me go and get a spool of thread. Okay. Dependent upon how thick your thread is, you could just put it through. Just a minute, gotta have glasses. They're gonna throw them at me, Andrea. That would be cool. Okay, let's see here. That's okay, and use just 2, like so. But if you take your thread, okay, and fold it in half like this, and then where the folded part is, put that through the eye of your needle. Come on, you can go through there. There we go. Come on. No. When you bring it back, you now have 4 strands instead of just 2. And that will give you, and just sew with this whole bunch. And that will give you a nice thick thread. Okay? Does that make sense, Cheryl? Mary's going to be back later. Going to wire flowers. Sounds good, Mary. Good. Okay, Cheryl. Sounds like a plan, Cheryl. Okay, now I got to get this, which is very messy on the end, into my needle. Okay. Okay. All right, now we want to start down here again. And I'm kind of leaving these little threads because I kind of like them. Oh, Lisa, I didn't think to tell you in the comment I made, but I have to go to the eye doctor tomorrow. It was a good thing they called because in the craziness of everything, I have a little ticket, a little card, but I didn't write it down on my calendar, which is very bad no for me. If it's not on the calendar, it doesn't happen. So luckily they called and reminded me. So I have an eye doctor's appointment in the morning. And guess what's on my way home? There are 2 Dollar Trees en route. Now I have to make a tiny little excursion, a block out of the way for the second one. But I get to go to 2. I'm going to go to 2 Dollar Trees tomorrow. because I have a long list, and the Dollar Tree I went to last week did not have half of it. Oh, I like the gold with the red. And I really like that turquoisey color. It's coming out. I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. That's what it looks like so far. I love this little splotch of gold. Yeah, my treasure hunt. Yay. Yeah, we're all about, well, I want to see if I can get some more of that paint. I really do, because I really like the texture of it. And you know what, guys? I'm going to have to paint again, because we painted and we had fun. And you know what I didn't paint? I didn't paint any covers for journals. And I didn't paint anything, any substrates that were really heavy, you know, sturdy, like cardstock. All I painted was lighter weight papers, which I don't know why. It was kind of a dumb thing. So now I hope y'all do realize that I can sew faster than this if it's in my lap, right? The lady at your Dollar Tree said that they might have the paint on Monday, so I'll be going to. Ooh, cool. That's when they get their truck. Oh, and I was also going to tell you that just the blades alone in that package of with the knife is a good deal. Lisa got some good deals this time. You should watch her video, guys. Okay, so I have 3 rows of maroon. I have 3 little bits of fabric. I'm going to make 3 rows of the gold. We're doing a 3 project today. Yeah, you never know. And I mean, I have enough of that kind of knives in different configurations that now if I ever see another one like the one that has disappeared from my life somehow, it you know how a pin like this and part of it unscrews and the cap comes off, and it's an ink pen but it unscrews from like in the middle. I had a knife, one of these kinds of knives, that was like a pin, and the whole cap unscrewed and came off, which made it really nice to tote, to take, you know, when you're going to, well, I used to take it to when I was doing Stampin' Up things and crops and that kind of stuff for scrapbooking. Ah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Lisa. Anyways, I had an X-Acto pin like that, and I've not seen another one since, and I don't know where it went to. It just disappeared one day. It was one of those disappearing things. You know, someday I might find it if I ever clean up the mess, which, Mina, just so y'all know, and Suzanne, if she happens to hear this, because I think those were the 2 people that really wanted me to find my filigree beads and do a bead sale. I can't find the filigree beads. So I am working on that project and idea, but I don't know where they've gone off to. I thought I knew right where they were. Cleaning seems to make things disappear sometimes. Yeah, it just disappears. I swear, Andrea, it gets up and walks out. Okay, Lisa dear. I think my stuff just has legs. Okay. So okay. I think that's all the sewing I'm going to do. Now, here's the thing. That's what the back side looks like. So I either have to cover it up and it's not quite finished. What do I want to do to it? Needs words for one thing. And it might need yeah, that might be what it's going to do. I'm going to kind of show you a little bit about our surprise, which Lisa is gone, so she won't know until she gets back. But Lisa inspired me to do something, and I want to let's try this color. Come on. I know how to open these. Why can't I get it open? Because it hasn't been opened in 20 years. Well, I guess I'll try the different kind. Okay. Well, that's not going to work. Oh, that's way the wrong color. We'll try this one. Hi, Laura. No, that's not Laura. I'm sorry, I can't quite see it. Let's see. Lorena, is that right? Hi, Violet. Slide and flip on the other pad. Yes, I know. You're supposed to catch your finger under here, push that one so that it slides. There we go. Okay, it just wouldn't do it for some reason. And see, they're, you know, some of them are really tired. They have seen better days. Come on, flip, flip. There we go. You inspired me to do it again, though, so you sent me stronger energy. There you go. Lorena. Well, welcome, Lorena. Glad to have you. I don't know that you've been to one of our streams before. If you have and I've missed it, I apologize, or if I've forgotten. Okay, we need... Oh, that's perfect. Now I got to put it back. There we go. Nope, but I'm going to need it back again. Oh, well. We are working on a little journal page, Lorena. These are little journals, and I work on one little art page every Sunday. And then we're going to make a zine. It's all finished and filmed. Aren't you just speedy? Okay, Violet, I need some more strong energy. There we go. And I need one of those silly little spongy things. Come here, spongy things. Oops, I maybe down to my last little spongy thing. We're going to see if this works. I don't know. We'll see. I may change my mind. I'm good at that. Yeah. Pencil. Come here, pencil. Yep. Now, can we ink the tea bag? Will it ink? Sort of. It doesn't ink real well. Let's just put it that way. It's too soft. There we go. It's all right. It has a little color around it. I'm surprised this ink pad's got any ink in it. Okay. Okay, come here. You gotta flip. You gotta come back here and flip. There we go. I love those. When they brought those ink pads out, I loved them, but I always have trouble with them. All right. Now, the problem is if I glue that, the glue is going to show back there. So what do I want to do? I could, I guess, sew it on. I'm thinking. I'm happy. I just need to get it on there. I don't know that I want to sew it on. Opinion? No, I closed up my thing and I don't have a word. I'm just getting a word. Stamp both sides. That sounds interesting, Joyce. The glue is still going to show, but I can try it. Double-sided pop dots on yours. Oh, Linda, that. So I turned the whole book around. So. Ugh. Okay. Not only that, I think the second stamp, this one is darker on this side, so it should show through pretty good. Guys, I'll be back in just a minute. I'll be right back. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm really, really sorry. Apparently, my tummy doesn't like chicken broth either. Okay, sorry, guys. Okay, Andrea's lurking. That sounds good. Yeah, I had to be gone for a minute, Lisa. I apologize. I'm gonna take some pills. I don't usually take medication when this happens because I don't like to, but when it started affecting my life and what I want to do now, it's time for medicine. Okay. All right. I really love the fact that that shows through on that side. So what I think I'm going to do is put 3 little dots of glue on it. And if they show on this side, I know what I'll do. I'm going to attach it with glitter glue. Yes. Did not know you had any secrets. Did you have secrets? No, I'm not telling a secret. Lisa is responsible for today's zine. That's what it's all about. We can sign you up for Patricia. Patricia? Yeah. Uh-huh. You can. Probably. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I think I'll use regular glue to attach it, and then I will put some glitter glue on the other side because I want to put my word, which I had a word. There's my word. To put my word on here. Do I have enough ink in this? Oh, they're not too bad. They give you this wonderful, wonderful medicine so you don't know what they're doing. So, okay. Okay, do you like it? Yeah, but Patricia's got the right idea. Okay. I love it. I am in love with it. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Lisa, I'll send you our humidity if someone would send me some rain. Okay. I'm in love with this. I really, really do. So we're going to first we better have some not plastic, wax paper. What I would really have liked was the word humanity, but I don't have that one. Today of all days, I would like the word humanity. But okay. I'm really loving this page. I'm loving how it came out. So we are going to just do a little dot of glue right there. One right there. One right there. Because it's not like this book is going to get a lot of abuse. So those little dots of glue should do it. No, you need the humidity as rain. Yes, we need it as rain. And you know, it's like, I don't know, 45 or 50% humidity out there and yet no rain. Okay, so now we're just gonna put glue on part of it. Okay. That is our page, which I really like. Better put my pen back in my glue. Can't see it. There we go. Yes, Barbara. I totally agree. Um, thank you, Mary. I really like this page too. Now, I'm going to just flip this over, put this under here, and let's put another word right here because, or I have a really cute saying that I picked for something else and it would fit and it will be cute. It is by Virginia Allison and it's not cute. It's actually pretty strong. I will read it to you in just a minute as soon as I get it cut out. Okay. The neighbors behind us are playing music. It's loud enough I can hear it in here with the fans and everything else on. Because I can put this it's kind of big. I actually can put it, I could put it right there, which I kind of like that better. Okay. First, I want to make this, it says, the journey may be fraught with challenges, yet it continues. For even the smallest leaf must embrace destiny. Persistence is the key. Virginia Allison. I really like that. Can you guys read that? Does it show? I can't tell you. The journey may be fraught with challenges, yet it continues, for even the smallest leaf must embrace destiny. Persistence is the key. Inspiration hit. Yay! You were just testing to see if you were alive? Okay. Okay, I had, there it is. Gray clouds from the south. Oh, that would be nice, Mary, if you guys got rain. Okay, now I put some glue on it right there. I like it better right there. So that corner, and this corner. It won't show through to the other side. Okay, so we're real good there. And now we're just going to use a little tiny bit of glitter glue on these two little spots where the glue shows through the okay, well then we're going to need some glitter on here. And the thing is that I got some fabric up there, so I can glitter a little bit up there. And maybe a little right here. I'm glittering where there's fabric on the other side, so you can't see it. Actually, I think we'll. So I actually did 2 pages today. Dance as if no one is watching. Sing as if no one can hear you. Love as if you've never been hurt. And live each day as if it is your last. And Barbara, that is one of my favorite sayings. There, I just ordered a 16-inch. Patricia, I wish it was 61 degrees. I really do. But it doesn't fit on this little page. So I'm hiding the quote under the journaling card and just putting the words. Oh, that's wonderful, Barbara. I can't wait to see this. Okay. I did not date the other page because, you know, I was busy getting glitter on this one. And I have lost my black pen, which just never seems to fail. Okay, I guess I gotta go to the other side of the room. I'll be right back. Oh, that's great, Barbara. Oh, Deborah, my dad was always cold too. And you would go over there in the summertime and it would be so hot because he wouldn't let my mother turn the air conditioner on. And it was like, oh, it was like an oven at his house. Ugh. Okay, now to get my signature on here, I think we are going to hide it right down here. No, I'm just going to date it. And what's the date today? Today is 5/31. 5/31, 2020. So those are my 2 pages. I did this one, which I really, really love. And this one, which is pretty much okay. We're just going to set it aside. Okay. We were going to set it aside somewhere. All right, let's just put it back there. Now then, this is what we're talking about. Lisa is responsible for today's zine. She gave me the inspiration. Week 19, is that what it is, Patricia? Cool. I gotta put these away. No. There's more craft-a-lanching in here, Lisa. Lisa's still here? All right, let's get this out of the way. This can go back in the box. I have a box for you. There you go. Lisa, okay. Well, I have to tell y'all, I went outside. As you could see, I was using my leaf. And I'm going to tell you, this is the smallest one I could find. This is, they're called elephant ears. At least that's, I don't know what the official name for them is, but we call them elephant ears. And that was the littlest one I could find. But I have in my special plastic baggie This one's off the orange tree. This one is off of a crepe myrtle. These are ivy. And this is a weed. Have no idea what it is. And then we have our lovely elephant ear. And we are going to make a leafy zine. And I'm going to use the song Last Leaf by Joan Baez. The first stanza is, I'm the last leaf on the tree, the autumn took the rest, but they won't take me, I'm the last leaf on the tree. So that is what we're going to do for our zine today. The elephant ears. Lorena, we have a bed. Okay, my studio has 6 windows on that wall and 2 windows on that wall. All along this side was filled with elephant ears that were so much bigger than a tire on my husband's Jeep. And my husband has 34-inch tires. It was amazing. I mean, they were huge. But the last couple of winters have been very hard on them. And we've lost them this spring to the heat. The heat has just really taken its toll on them. Ours, the big ones, when they get big, they're very tall, 6 to 8 feet. And I had never seen them bloom. And the first year, no, it must have been the second year we were in the house, they were doing beautifully. And I was sitting here in the studio and I looked out and I realized there was this bloom. It wasn't just a new leaf coming out, but there was a white, almost like bird of paradise bloom coming out. And even our little ones have bloomed lately. So I was just kind of amazed at that. So to make our zine, as always, I just do my folding first so I know where I'm working. Gotta have a Nancy, I'm so glad you like the zine. And hello, Nancy. I don't know that I said hello to you before. Okay, and then we do our hamburger fold, and then we fold back. But Lisa used leaves. She went outside and she got some real leaves the other day, and she was putting them on her jelly plate. And I said, oh, I just didn't know if I had the energy to go outside and get some real leaves. And this morning I went out and got a few, put them in a plastic baggie, and they did all right. They're pretty well. Now, I don't know how well they're going to print, but we know that this one prints decent. It's already got that color on it, so maybe we'll do a couple of those right away. Yes, Lorena, that's the thing. They do like a lot of water. Violet, I don't have enough strength. There we go. And that's what's been happening this year. We don't usually need to cut them back because we don't usually get that much cold. But for some reason, the cold has really gotten to them the last couple of winters. So what I noticed was that my leaf was not getting inked all the way out to the edge, so I used that piece of paper. And they're not perfect stamps, you know. Oh, but I'm liking how they're coming out. Let's see if it's got any ink left on it. More than you think. Okay. There's that one in that color. They are obviously leaves, so this is a lot. Julie, come in. Hi, Julie. I didn't see her come in. Oh, and she's not shown. There she is. I see her. They're obviously leaves. Yeah, and I mean they're not a perfect stamp, but they're perfect. And this is dye-based ink, so obviously when you go over it, if you go over it with something wet, it's going to be yucky. So okay, this is olive, and I have no idea if it's any. We're going to just take off a little leaf and try it. I think we'll try it on the scrap paper first and see what happens. Okay. I had some papers. Okay. Put it on there. Oops. I'm using the paper to just make sure my edges get inked to keep my fingers from getting totally messy. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I am getting ink spots on the paper. Okay, Cheryl, sounds like a fun plan. I wonder if it's got enough ink on it to do a second print. It's a ghost. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. And I think it would depend on the leaf and the color. Okay. No, Julie, it's a weed. I went to take a rose leaf off the rose bush, and it had little thornies, and I was outside without scissors, so I did not pull the rose leaf. I pulled other things. Okay, we're going to set that one back over there, and we'll set it on top of there so we know what color came with which leaf. There we go. Okay, Mary. Mary's going to stream at 6. Has said hello. Mint leaf would probably work. Oh, yes, I'm sure it would. I mean, pretty much anything that's got any veining in it at all will work. This one is garden green. I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, this one is ruby red. We're going to see what happens and what it looks like. And I think we will try one of these ivy leaves. Now, the ivy leaf, the veins are more, I've been putting the back of the leaf on the stamp pad, but in the ivy leaf, the veins are kind of on the top. Bye, Mary. So we are going to see what this ruby red looks like. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is a cool piece of paper already. Okay, guys, I am really liking this zine already. And you know what? Lisa's going to make a leaf book. Lisa, when are you going to make your leaf book? Maybe tomorrow night? Okay. Well, I was just thinking that it might be fun to make a leaf book this way. I might make a leaf book with these kinds of leaves by stamping them. I think this needs a little red right there. It's amazing how much ink stays on a damp leaf. Yeah, that's true, Julie. I do that. Oh, that will be pretty, Lisa. That'll be really pretty. Oh. That's not good. I don't want to spread that red ink all over everywhere. Look at how pretty they're coming out, though. They're really delicate and just, okay, one more red one, or at least one more of this red one. Okay. Oh, and that one came out really pretty. Okay. Let's see what we got here. This is our front page, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay. I'm thinking maybe another green, so we might go for this garden green. We'll see. What's this one? This is Mellow Moss. Oh, this might be. Let's look. See what more mustard. I like more mustard. I always have liked more mustard. We are going to try one of these. This is a crepe myrtle leaf. We have a lot of crepe myrtles in the yard. What happened, Cheryl? She's working. She can't see chat, guys. Thank you, Deborah. You know, when you have a plan and it comes together, that's when it's a good day. Okay, so we're going to try the more mustard on here because, you know, we might decide we really don't like more mustard. Although I have always liked this color in the past. Well, it's a lot like the olive. We'll put one or two in. Julie, probably, okay, Brandon is going to be 30 in August. How old are you when you're in the 5th grade? Let's see, we were in South Dakota for 12 years. We've been here, what, 4 now? That's 16. Close to 20? 10. Okay, so 20 years. There you go. That my math tells me that they're 20 years old, Julie. Hi, Joan. Well, we wish you lots of luck. So Julie, they're roughly 20 years old. Now, I have re-inkers for all my pads, except I couldn't find, when I went to look for it, I couldn't find the re-inker for the stays on pad, so it might be that I don't have that particular one. But I haven't used these pads in probably 12 years. Yep, they're vintage or retro, one of the two. Now, I got these were the last ones I got. So whenever these came out, these were the last few that I got. Because I didn't, all of that stuff came as, I used my, party money when I was getting them. So they all came as incentives. This is the prettiest piece of paper now, but I think we're going to try some garden green to see what color it is, and I think I'm just going to try another one of these because I really liked that leaf. It was Oh, well, it's got a stem on it now, so that might be easier to work with. So see, this pad is considerably drier, so that's okay. It'll give me like a we're gonna go for it. Honestly, it's almost the same color as the olive. And that pad is almost too dry. But I do like what it's doing. It's like it's kind of like a ghost print in there. Thanks, Joyce. Deborah, thank you. Okay, this side's done. We just got to get a few more things in over here. I don't think this green pad is right. Now, I will tell you, I had that brown ink pad that I told you about. It turned green. So, you know, this could be something that's going on with this ink pad too. All right. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. And I just love this piece of paper. And that just, it's just lummy. TGEY still have those flippy ones? Yeah, I'm happy, happy, happy. That's right, Lisa. Happy, happy, happy. You mean, Julie, they still have these? One of the problems with these is that you really need to store your pads upside down. And they still have the flippy ones? I didn't think so. Oh, they still have these kind of flippy ones. Yes, and the reason for these kind of flippy ones, one, is they seal, and you don't have this happening where they open all by themselves and making a mess, and it stores the pad upside down. That's why they went to these. Violet says I need stronger fingers. This one has just got a real attitude. I don't know. Because of how they store, the pad is actually stored upside down when the lid is right side up. So it means that all the ink stays where it belongs. Okay, I am loving this. Now I got to cut out my saying. Put those over there. And like I said, I have this song by Joan Baez, and that's what we're going to use for our words on our zine today. I wonder if I should try to cut that straight or use my cutter. I think we will use the cutter because, you know, Tanya can't cut anything straight, and today has not been one of those straight kind of days. Okay. Bye, Lorena. I'm so glad you came. Um, Lorena, we're going to start on a new project too. If you're still here, when I finish this up, I will be starting the Totally Junk Journal round 2. So do pop back in if you can. But I'm so glad you came. Hi, Journey. Before you go to the grocery store, ooh, yuck, my absolute worst favorite thing lately. Okay, so we are going to cut these up. We need to remember which way they belong. 1, 2. Oh, that was crooked. I'll have to straighten it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Boy, I'm really not doing very well today. That's why you're only here for a moment. Well, yeah, you got to get your courage up, right? Oh, now see, I didn't used to mind grocery shopping, but I hadn't grocery shopped for really most of the time. Jeffrey did our grocery shopping because he would pick up what I wanted on the way home. I would shop about once a month, and then Jeff would shop for whatever I needed once a week or so on the way home, because there was just no reason for me to go to town when he came right past the grocery store. Well, since all of this, and since when we moved here, Jeff usually shops because then I can work. He's retired, so he shops and I work. But here lately, of course, I have needed to shop. Okay, guys, here's the question I have. I want to ink these edges, and I think I should ink them with the red. That's right. We're sending Journey strength to go out there. Yes, Barbara, it is. Uh-huh. I think the red. Okay. We're going to go for the red. Okay, and did I decide? This is my front page right here. So okay, dark green or red. Oh yeah, I'm loving this. Okay, guys, you can ink this and I'll be right back. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, Joyce, I don't know. It didn't set very well. I was in a thrift store one time and I was excited to find Stampin' Up! Pads. The lady walked up to oh my gosh, Journey. I still haven't tried them. Oh. Barbara's little Tanya book is done. Whoop whoop. Yeah, Barbara, I don't know. I don't have a great stomach, guys. I've actually had surgery over my stomach. Over acid reflux and stuff. Thank you, Lisa. And normally this used to happen all the time, every day. And it's probably been a month or two since I've had any problems, and I haven't had a day like this in a long time. So I do apologize. I hope you guys don't mind. However, I probably should have started taking something for it earlier on. Oh. Yeah, I would be so stunned. Thank you guys so much for putting up with me. I do appreciate it. I don't have a gallbladder anymore, Barbara. They took it, and apparently it had never worked right. They took it out 10, 15 years ago. When they did my stomach surgery, they took my gallbladder out, and it doesn't have to be greasy food. It could be. It's really hard to tell. But whatever it was that I ate last night, I did have, coleslaw too. So from the way I feel today, I would say it was the coleslaw. So, but I apologize. I hope you guys don't mind. If you do, I will go. If you guys mind, I will go. Thank you guys. So, okay, we'll change the subject. Cheryl's making a zine, but she didn't tell us what she was making. She said she can't see chat because she's working. Andrea was making fun of her for it, but that was silly, Andrea. Guys, do not forget that we will be on Lisa's channel this week at noon on Tuesday to work on our fairy book. I did finish up my back pocket. And what else did I have to do? I did put those cutouts from the coloring book page onto the flip outs from the one set of pages after we left the other day. She can hear us. Cheryl can hear us. Yes. We can hear you. She can hear us. I can't wait to see. Barbara is doing she finished her little journal because she did 2-page spread, Mary was all worried about finishing her journal and getting her journal done and this and that. And I was like, you know, Mary, I got like 16 pages left to go in mine. So, oh, I got room. I don't have to put that. Oh, wait, there's another one. Okay. Well, I think I'd figured it out right. I thought I had counted properly. It's bad when you can't count. So, Lisa, leaf prints like this on the back of your jelly plate prints would be really fun. I don't know where my leaf book is. It's probably up there with all the rest. When Jeff got all my shelves up, I put all of my journals up there, and so they all have a shelf. But I think the leaf book is in the basket because there were some of the books that were too small and they didn't want to sit on the shelf right. Which, if I went and got the ladder, I could get it down and show it to you, right? Uh-huh. Oh, that'll be fun, Barbara. That'll be awesome. I'll be all right, guys. It's not like I haven't been through it before. Okay. Oh, I am in love with this book. I am in love with this zine. This zine. Thank you, Lisa, for the inspiration. Inspiration. Can't talk. Okay. Let's see here. Let's make decisions about where we want to place things. Now, if one of you doesn't remind me to sign this little puppy, thank you, dear. I should read this to you while I'm doing this. This is Last Leaf by Joan Baez. And it says, I'm the last leaf on the tree. The autumn took the rest, but they won't take me. I'm the last leaf on the tree. When the autumn wind blows, they're already gone. They flutter to the ground because they can't hang on. There's nothing in the world that I ain't seen. I greet all the new ones that are coming in green. Let me put that down. I'm the last leaf on the tree. The autumn took the rest, but they won't take me. I'm the last leaf on the tree. They say I got staying power. Here on the tree, but I've been here since Eisenhower, and I've outlived even he. I'm the last leaf on the tree. The autumn took the rest, but they won't take me. I'm the last leaf on the tree. I fight off the snow. Give me 1 second. I got to glue it down before I can. I fight off the snow. I fight off the hail. Nothing makes me go like some bestial tale. I'll be here through eternity. If you want to know how long, if they cut down this tree, I'll show up in a song. I'm the last leaf on the tree. The autumn took the rest, but they won't take me. I'm the last leaf. The last leaf. I'm the last leaf on the tree. You don't forget to sign it. Yep. Cheryl did leaves too. Yay! Okay, I have to sign it. Where's the back page? Here is the back page. Here's my black pen. And it's going to be hard to sign right there, so I'm going to sign it right here. And today is 5/31, 2020. By the way, guys, I have to go to the eye doctor in the morning, but I will be swapping out the zines in the afternoon. So I'm just going to put this here so you can take a look at it while I go to the copier. There's something pretty to look at instead of something boring. Not too bad. My red came out a little pink. I'm probably going to have to actually change my ink cartridge. But reds are hard to copy anyways because the other colors are very much the same. That red is just a little, but it's still pretty. That's all that matters, right? Is that it's still pretty. Hi, Maria. Did anybody else come in while I was gone? I'm sorry. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Deborah. I'm so glad. That's the whole point of all of this. While I am folding and cutting, Lisa, dear, could you? Well, no. Let's just wait a minute. Let's just wait. Let me get these folded and cut. Or at least this one. Okay. I think I'll leave the others until later. Bye, Journey, hon. Have fun at the grocery store. I know, not. Thank you, Lisa, for being ready when I am. All right. I really love how the leaf prints came out. I really do. I am happy. Happy, 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 happy. Besides, give me an excuse to use 20-year-old stamp pads, right? Oh, I think it came out real cute. Okay. Lisa's going to be my monitor here. I want you all to choose a number. When Lisa says go, choose a number between 1 and 75. Yeah, sometimes we need a reason to pull out the old stuff. Linda says she won last week, so she's not going to play this week, which that's, you know, I would appreciate it, guys. If you did win last week, if you would not play this week, I need a number between 1 and 75. Lisa said go, and when Lisa says stop, you need to all try not to chatter for just a few minutes while I figure out who it is. It's always hard to find who won for me. Oh, there's more of you than that. Come on now, guys. Lisa, you need to pick a number. I have 245s. Let's see here. I see. Oh, Julie. Oh, Julie. You need to pick another number, Julie. She repicked. Okay. She's good. Thank you. Deborah's got 10. Is that all of you? I see it now, Julie. Okay, Lisa said stop. And my numbers are, and this has to be closest without going over. My numbers are 71, 57, and 44. Okay. $71, 57, 44. Maria has 63, right? I think Maria is Maria's closest with 63. And Lisa with 42. And the 57, is that Julie with 52? And Julie at 52. Okay. Maria, don't I have Julie, I'm sure I have your address, but would you do me a favor, please, and email it to me just to be sure? I put it on an envelope last week, so I know I've got it. Yay! Oh, goody, Lisa. Well, and you can put it in your leaf journal. Hi, Susan. Okay, let's put that up. And now we are going to play Totally Junk Journal, aren't we? Yay! Totally Junk Journal. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we're going to put this in here. You're welcome, Maria. I'm going to just stick yours in with your, Maria, didn't you send me, you sent me, you've got zines here for the swap, right, Maria? Just be sure. Because if not, you need to send me your email, your address via email. Okay, Lisa's got to go grab her stuff, and I have to kind of clean up. I got no room here. Okay. Okay, these can go over there. This can go over there. Okay. Yes, that's what I thought. So that I'll just put this one in with those. Okay. We need envelopes. And I unfortunately need tea. So I am going to excuse myself again to get some tea, and I will be right back, okay? I apologize, guys, but I'm going to go get tea. I need it desperately. I'm going to have to tell Jeff he didn't do his job. He wasn't here to get my tea. Oh, good, Linda. I'm so glad you get to go back to work. Yes, Maria, I have what I need. So um I would think so, Linda. I would think so. We hope we pray for your safety is what we pray for. But yeah, so dentist is way more important than Hobby Lobby. All right. We're going to call this. Uh-oh, the tea fairy is in hot water. Yeah, the tea fairy. Actually, I cannot tell you how good my husband is. My husband is amazing. This is the second full day that he has gone in this heat to work in my mother's yard. Not our yard, but my mother's yard. And he has for the last 20 years pretty much taken care of that yard, even though when my dad was still capable of thinking, he would hire someone to mow it. But when we would show up every year for our hot vacation, Jeff would clean the fence and rake it and do all that stuff that you really should do all the time. And he's over there again today working in that yard. So my tea fairy is not in hot water. He's just going to be teased because he wasn't here to get my tea for me. Oh, yeah, you will miss us on Tuesdays. But remember that it is, while it's not as much fun because you can't talk and chat, it is recorded. So you can at least see what we did. So we are going to call this Totally Junk Journal Round 2. That's right, Mina. A small t infraction will not count. Yeah. And I've had him a long time. So, Joyce, Jeff has been doing 4 yards every summer and winter because, here we have to mow in the winter time. He had been mowing 4 yards. Jeff's dad finally found somebody that seems to be mowing the lawn all the time. And so Jeff is not doing his yard, but he's still doing my mother's and an elderly lady's that lives across from dad's. So, okay. We talked about this last week in the fact that we want to do this kind of Midori style where we make traveler's notebooks sort of size things and they'll be small and then we can put them Midori style whether you use elastics. And I guess I better get something that shows you that in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry, should have thought ahead. Not good at it today. This is my planner, and this is the second cover I'm on, but, these are inserts, and there's elastic, and then you can put the insert in and out, okay? I went to this kind of a planner because there's a lot of this mess that's back here that I don't swap out. Then the other thing is that I need to see everything on a whole month. Normally it is packed. Right now it's not, but with Mom's doctor's appointments and Jeff's doctor's appointments and all that kind of stuff, I use color codes. I mean, there's normally like every square has something on it. But then I need a bigger thing where I can see per day what's going on. Kind of, sort of, you love the instructions so far? Kind of, sort of. Oh, because I said kind of, sort of. And the other reason I went to this was that used to be, now I had a much bigger book then, but it still was the kind where you could take stuff in and out. Used to be, I was planning shows and that kind of thing a year and a half out. So I had like, okay, I might have January, February, March, April, May, and then it went clear through to the July of the next year. Well, it was easier if I could like put 3 months in a book, and then when this 3 months was gone, I could get rid of it and add the 3 months that year and a half. I might have 2 Decembers in my book because I was planning like that. So the point is that we're going to make Midori style type little books. Okay, here's my rub with this is a standard Midori style. And basically it's 21 centimeters tall, 21 centimeters tall and 11 centimeters across, which is roughly 4.5 by 8.5 inches. 4.5 wide by 8.5 tall, roughly. Okay. Well, I had one here that was folded. There we go. This is tiny. It doesn't give us a lot of space to work on our pages. If you just fold a business envelope, it's going to stick out. So what I decided I am going to do, is I'm going to use 8.5 inches tall this way by roughly 4.5, and I say roughly 4.5 because that's 4, that one's 4, that one's going to be about 4, but we're going to do stuff that sticks out, like, where'd my little folded one go? He got up and left. He is 4 3/4. So when I go to make my signatures cover, this piece, I will probably do it 8.5 inches tall by 5.5 out, because that will protect whatever I put on the edges. That's my deal. And that way too, if you have to use a plain sheet of paper, give me just a second, I will grab one. Oh good, I just made another avalanche on the floor. If you have to use a plain sheet of cardstock or paper or something like that because you don't have junk, this is what would cover all of my stuff. Now I may, when I get my first signature sorted out, I may trim this down, and a little wider is good. So that is my thought. I'm going to use roughly this size. I'm going to make it 8.5 tall because I like inches. These are actual centimeters, but inches makes it life easier for me. And then my cover of this will be a little wider. It gives me a little more room to play. It gives me protection for my edges, that kind of thing. So kind of, sort of. All right. So, before I forget, you need to be on the lookout for, this is a ARP bulletin. Came from Jeff's dad's house. Came in the mail. This is kind of like smooth, shiny newsprint. Okay, a newspaper or some advertising out of a newspaper, something on that newspaper weight that's thinner. You need to be looking out for some of this, okay? I'm not going to use it this week. I'm just saying, keep an eye out, find something, pull that. Okay. All right. Now then, another thing about our little Midori style thingamabobs, They're usually kind of like a signature. They're small, and then the cover is usually a little bit sturdy so that when we put this in our little book, it's a little stronger. Well, I told you to look for junk mail, sorry, that had that cardstock weight stuff to it. I can't find any. I guess I've used all of mine. Um, oh, how fun, Joyce. Um, this and we need a pretty good sized piece. This came out of a wallpaper book, and I do have that, but it dawned on me that if I don't have the cardstocky weight stuff, very likely somebody else doesn't, because I save everything. So I thought I would show you a way to make something that is that stiffness, that weight. And this is just book paper, and I'm cheating. I'm using a giant piece because it was easy. You don't have to have this today, but it takes a while to dry. Paper bag, a giant paper bag, but the paper bag is probably not quite sturdy enough for the cover by itself. It might be, depends on the paper bag. Just whatever, doubled. Yeah, doubled, maybe a doubled paper bag, perfect. Or do what I'm going to do here, which is, this is a big envelope. It was an envelope from a card. Like I said earlier, my insurance company sends me big envelopes. So one of these would work. The paper bag, anything. You could use multiple book pages. You don't have to use just one. What I'm going to do, because this envelope is ruler, it's almost 9 inches, and it's definitely 5 inches, 5.5 inches this way. I'm just going to glue this piece of this envelope to this piece of book paper, and I will have something that's sturdy enough to make my cover. And I'm just going to Mod Podge it down. And the reason I'm doing this right now is it's going to have to dry. So you want something to make your cover out of. And since we're not going to probably get very far with the cover today, if you don't have anything like that, ooh, that's a lot of Mod Podge. Okay. Well, I guess maybe not. It wasn't as much as I thought. Mod Podge knows more than Tanya, that's for sure. It knows when it needs to come out of there. Okay. Now, if you do that, I highly recommend a credit card squashy. Mina, I use matte Mod Podge, and I mix it with Elmer's Glue All. I use about half and half. I think the matte is in an orange bottle. It is still shiny, and I'm not real fond of the shine. And I like the matte medium matte, but I don't like matte medium for working with because I don't like it on my fingers. I hate it the way it behaves. And it doesn't stick as well as Mod Podge. Mod Podge sticks to pretty much everything. And Mod Podge dries faster. So, okay, so I have now stuck that down. Where did you put your feather stamps? I don't know, Julie, but it's probably wherever my little tiny knife is. Hi, Beth. Okay, so I have just stuck that to, she found it. Okay. And now I have, the miracle of television. This is what it's going to feel like. It's nice and sturdy because the Mod Podge kind of holds it and makes it stiffer too. So an envelope glued to some book pages, two layers of paper bag. You want something that's going to be kind of cardstock like. Okay? So if you don't have something that is like cardstock, like this would be, and I'll probably use these in future because I have them. But like I said, I didn't have any junk mail that would work today. So okay. The next thing we're going to do is I like to glue these little flaps back if they've already been tore off. I like to I'm going to make my pages relatively straight. So I'm going to glue that down like so. And these are bill envelopes. When I sort my stamps, I have people and animals, and feather came from an animal. So there it goes. There you go, Beth. Mine are not sorted in any way, shape, or form. This is one where you're supposed to mail your bill back. And since I don't do that, we do our bills by, what do you call that? Internet. I'm going to glue it closed because it's never been closed before. This one's fine. This one's a little torn, and that's all right. This one's fine. Depends on who opened the bill. Basically, I'm gluing them closed because I like them to have a straighter edge on them. I want them to this time. And then, and I will tell you that I've tried this with my cutter, and I find this easier to do with scissors. I just go in here and I trim off a tiny little strip. Oh, for some reason I can't. Well, it would help if I put my glasses on. Now, I'm going to trim this on the end with the window. And then I'm going to measure it. Remember, we decided our height is going to be 8.5 inches. So I am just going to find 8.5. Figures I would draw on my envelope. And 8.5. Now we're going to do that to all of our envelopes. We're going to get them all open and 8.5 inches tall. Okay. Now I have sort of a surprise kind of thing. I know, and I don't know who else going to play with Totally Junk Journal. Who else going to play with Totally Junk Journal? Joyce is playing, Teresa's playing, Lisa's playing. Patricia and Sherry. Me kind of sort of. Barbara, me kind of sort of. Kind of sort of, huh? Me not yay. Watch now, play later. Okay, that's perfect. Here's the thing. Last time we did this, it got really crazy trying to help people find episodes that they missed. We've had this discussion about trying to editing a live stream is difficult. I tried that last time. It doesn't work very much for me. It just was very hard. So this evening at 5:30, after my live stream, there will be a standalone video with this episode. Joan's going to attempt it. Yay! You've got one already made? You. Okay, sounds good. Now that's got a little ruffle to it, and I'm not going to worry about that. That's one of the reasons why we're going to make our cover a little wider later. This one's less than 8.5, so we're going to be good with that. Let's see. That one's open. Okay. These are ones I had to glue down. Well, Joan, this is going to be easy. It's going to be fun. And anytime you don't have the type of junk I have, look at what it is. You know, I'm going to use security envelopes, but if you don't have security envelopes saved up the way I have, use scrapbook paper or painty paper or something like that. This needs to be shortened. Oh, not by much. Anytime you don't have, you know, the weight of something, like I said, layer a couple of things together and use it, or use a piece of cardstock. How many envelopes? 1, 2, 3. Doesn't really matter right now, Joyce, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 to fold in half. We're not going to get to all playing with all of them today anyway, so as long as you've got one, you're good. This needs to be the right length. Okay, this envelope may be a little issue. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a little tough. One of the things I have found is you don't want to cut too close to the windows because then they kind of come apart. So we'll see how this one does. There you go, Joan. You got. Then I have one envelope that, oh, it's actually torn on the side right now. We'll see if I'm going to use this one, but it's folded in half and opened on the top. Okay. And we are going to just kind of turn these into a signature. Just stick on them in there. I'll probably pull one of them out to work on because it's easier to work on them when they're not stuffed in the signature. That's one reason why I don't like to have finished books all the time. Okay, so that makes our signature. We can put this one in anywhere we want. But we can rearrange these. That's the point right now, is that we can rearrange these and do things with them. Hi, Tess. Welcome. Oh, awesome, Joan. It's always good when you save something from the trash. Okay, then we're going to need some security envelopes with different patterns. I have this one. Oh, that's white. I have this one. Oh, that one's white. Of course, I grabbed all the white ones, right? That's because my avalanche caused a problem here earlier. I think we got enough there now, but if not. Joan, there's some options you can use. If you don't have multiple ones, you could color them with some markers to make them a little different. You can use all the same pattern. I'm going to use different patterns. Like I said, grab some scraps out of your scrap bin from your scrapbook paper or something like that. Doodle on them a little bit. Okay, now I think I am going to pick. I saw the envelope I wanted in here. Okay, we're going to use that envelope right there. Okay. It is white on the outside. I mean, it doesn't matter if you use the plain white one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this edge of it. And I took it out because it's easier to work with. Don't need the stapler. Don't know why I have the stapler out. Who knows? Okay, I do need my glue book. Okay, and a glue book to me is just something that I use when I want to make a mess. Okay. It's just an old catalog, and what happens is that I'll put it where you can see it today. When I'm trying to use the glue stick, and we're going to use glue stick, I can, once I get this sticky, I can change pages. Let me show you what I'm going to do, Joan, and then you can decide. This is an envelope that is a page, Lisa. Just take one of your envelopes, make sure it's 8.5 inches tall, so that, because I had to cut mine down, make sure it's open, and this is going to be a page. Okay, we're gonna tuck it back in our signature later. So it will be a page, but we're going to decorate the edge of this page. These envelopes are decoration. These are scraps from our scrap bin. Okay. Now, we got lots of options. I have some saved. Oh, well, that sounds good, Joan. Then you could. Yes, if it's white, fine. It's the only reason mine has security. I think, honestly, Lisa, that I pulled a lot of white envelopes this time. I've got like 2 security envelopes and the rest of them are white. So if it's white, that's fine. Because then you can write on them later. Okay. All right. Now, there's bunches of ways to do this. I'm going to show you one way, and then I'm going to show you the way I want to do mine. And I'm going to use both ways on my page. If you have a bunch of round punches, you can take a round punch, punch that like that, put the punch back where it belongs, because otherwise, you know, you won't be able to find it. And if you fold it in half, I got to have glasses. Now I have 2 equal parts. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, she's done so she can see chat. Okay. So I'm just going to use glue stick. And that's why I want the glue book, because I like to have something so I can get glue everywhere. And I am going to get glue all over that. And I'm going to just tuck it under there like so. And then I'm going to glue on this one. And put it on top. Okay. Now, that's just one little piece. We're going to go on further down, and I'm going to use different pieces of my security envelope. And I just folded that paper in half. And what I want is I want them to be more free form, a little less all alike. So instead of using punches, I am just going to cut some funky curvy shapes. And they may overlap or they may not. They'll probably overlap a little bit. And you notice that one is sticking out a little further. I don't want them to be all the same. That's how I want mine. So it all depends on how you want yours. The other thing is if you don't happen to have a circle punch, then making it more eclectic is good. I just find a different spot on my glue book page that doesn't have glue on it, and that way I can use it. Okay, I must have missed that one. Ugh, that was not good. There. And I'm just going to go all the way down the page using different prints from my envelopes. That one's almost the same as this other one. I think we'll make it a little smaller because I don't want it to be the same. Mina said that she can watch on the phone. The other thing is that chat is hot for me on the phone. Chat is very hard because my typing is so bad on the phone. I think I need some littler ones in here now. Now, I am not worrying about right here because it is my intention to go back and cover that up. So don't freak out if that is not even. We're going to put a border down there. Okay, let's see. We need a different oh, this one right here will do. I want some smaller ones. Yes, me too. Took them. Oh, good, Teresa. I just realized, Teresa, did I say even hi before? I will tell you that the first of the year when I had so much, no, but it is okay. I'm sorry, Teresa, dear. Hello, I'm glad you're here. The first of the year when I had so much trouble with my internet, they finally figured out it was some guy down around the corner from me. They had moved out and there was an open connection. And the connection was just bad because of that. It was like, really? That's just great. Okay, it's still almost as big as the other one. For some reason, it's not being. Okay, there, that's a little smaller. All right, I've got a couple of spots left here. The other thing is I'm trying to make them kind of go in and out so that they're not even all the way up and down. Now, this is what I mean about my glue book. This is kind of sticky, so now I can just. Oh, I need another. Yeah, I need another. What have I got? Here's one. This will be a good one. Yeah, Teresa, that it was it was something to do with the main part of their stuff when they finally fixed me. It's still not as good as it should be, but it's better than it was. These are still kind of fat. I just want them a little skinnier. There we go. Well, before it was all over, we had 3 technicians and a main line crew out here that week. That week right after New Year's. I think it was January 5th, maybe. I can't remember. The tea fairy is really working himself hard today if he's still gone at this time. He left early too because he knew it was going to get so hot. Yes, Teresa, that's what happened. Well, the other people moved out and just took their equipment with them and didn't tell anybody that they had shut it down. So there was just an open line. And I fought with them for days, and they were like, well, you're the only person out of 5,000 or 6,000 that's having any problems. And I'm like, well, I'm the only person that's probably trying to stream live and need my upload speed. Okay, so I am going to repeat myself there because I need a few more down here. And I'm just folding it in half and making funky little circles. I was so frustrated that, and I know how it is for everyone. Everyone's frustrated when their internet doesn't work right. It's one thing when you have slow internet. It's another thing when it doesn't work properly. Oh, Teresa, that's yeah, because your cables are probably old and well, there's the tea fairy. Oops, I slid. And I had to go get my own tea. Poor man. Okay, now then I think I will do the last one out of this. Family circle time. Oh, yeah, Barbara, I can imagine that. You're making a dinosaur? Kind of. I guess that would kind of look like a dinosaur, wouldn't it? Uh-huh. Don't forget to have magazines, guys. That is one of the other things you want is magazines. Magazines for color. Let me pull this out. Oh, we kind of talked about this. Let me move this. Not so much for a picture, but for like pattern and color, like her blue sleeve right there, or there was another place in here where it's yellow and orange real well. This is a really pretty color. This purple is really pretty. I'm not at all interested in that picture, but the color, in case we want to do some, oh, this is a good picture for color. We're going to do some things down the road where some lighter weight paper with color on it is going to be something we need. Even this strip of blue would probably work. It might not be quite wide enough, but if I took it back to here, you'd never know that was food. So some magazines. and stuff for color. Yeah, Teresa, you'd have thought that if they knew that, they could go ahead and get it fixed. Okay, so we need another piece. All right, let's see here. That's good. I'm going to pull it back a little bit. Okay. Oh, it's Sunday, so he won't come out. Yeah. We actually had a technician come out on Sunday. That time I had a problem, but it was a contractor. It wasn't one of the main techs. Okay, so I'm going to decorate that a little bit, but I know that what happens a lot of times is that, well, this one will do. I'm going to use this. Yeah, that's right. Sunday gets overtime. I'm just going to use this permanent markers, pen plus gear marker like Mary uses all the time. A Sharpie. Now, the problem with these markers is they will bleed through to the other side. So, I'm going to put it on these little flappy things because I have the same little flappy on the other side that I can do it to, and I'm going to put the same decoration on both sides of the little flappy things. But do remember that if you don't want it to go through to the other side, this will bleed through. So we'll do our little strip that we're going to put on here a different way, okay? And what I want to do is I just want to put an edge on this. Hi, Jeff. Oh, he must have come in and gone right back out. Oh no, Lisa, I'm sorry. I put one every time I cut two. So that I put one on the back side and then I went back and put one on the front side. Uh-oh. Okay, can you take I got an idea. Let me finish drawing this one little piece. Take a piece like this and draw it. Make sure that your design is down. Draw it. Cut it out and stick it to the back. It will be all the same on the back side, but that'll be okay. Will that work, Lisa? Does that make sense what I'm saying? In other words, create a single piece to go on the back. I'm waiting until she tells me that makes sense. Okay. Good idea. Yes. There are no mistakes. It's just artistic differences. All right. Yeah, I cut 2 every time. I stuck 1 to the back and then stuck 1 to the front. Sorry. Hi, Jeff. He still didn't hear me. We missed you. Yeah, I said, hi, Jeff. And then I said, we missed you. The tea fairy wasn't here to give me tea. I had to get it myself. You okay? Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just getting out.
Okay, watch your language. How many Gatorades did you have? Just one?
Just one.
Maybe you better.
My blood sugar was almost 160 because I had too many yesterday.
Oh, dear. Okay. Maybe banana. Sorry, guys. Ah, okay. Well, we got a solution. That's all that matters. Okay, so now I have this on this side. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do that to the back side. Hi, Laura. Laura, right? All right. Here's my little cheat sheet. Lori. That's Lori, not Laura. Sorry, Laura. Lori. Glad you're here. No pineapple. Teresa, you mean he should eat pineapple? I'm not sure. The pineapple will? No, I told him to eat a banana. Or you're telling me to that the banana is going to send his blood sugar up. And that pineapple would be better. Pineapple. Oh, okay. Well, no pineapple. I had suggested a banana because of the potassium in the banana. He told me he drank too many Gatorades yesterday, and that did send his blood sugar way out of sight. So he said his blood sugar was up to 160 this morning. So. Okay, now, that's not enough for me, so I am going to put a little line in here. We may have to put some dots in here too. Yeah, usually the bananas don't do too bad. I mean, even though bananas are really sugary, um, he usually does pretty well with them. The problem is that they drank too many Gatorades yesterday because he was outside all day. And, so there's a give and take to all of those things. And so he said he had one today, but and I don't know about Powerade, Cheryl. They've got a lot of sugar in them too. And I know they make low sugar Gatorades, but they're sugar. They have what do you call that kind of sugar? Fake sugar in them, and we don't do fake sugar. So, and I'm going to do the same thing back here, just because, Joan, I'm pretty sure that that's got aspartame in it. I may be wrong, but that's why we don't buy that kind. I maybe need to look into it again. That's one of those, things that they may have changed. They may have something out I don't know about. Doesn't mention any sugar substitutes. Who, Joan? I will, because I know the G2 stuff does have sugar substitutes. So you're saying this one is Gatorade free. I will look for it. I will definitely look for it. That's Teresa. That's what ours says. I will, guys. I will definitely look for that. Thank you, because he could. It's really hard to work out in this heat and not have something besides water, because just water doesn't always rehydrate him as well as it should. Okay, so we have our little scales, or our dinosaur humpback, because thank you, Joan. I appreciate that. Now we need a strip to cover this up, but we need it to be long enough. And I had a piece. This might not be long enough. This is long enough. So, and I need 2 of them. So I'm going to cut it right there. Where's that plastic? Right in the middle of those little circles. Huh. It has Splenda, yeah, and that we don't do Splenda either. Teresa, if you find the recipe for Pedialyte, would you do me a favor and email it to me? Or you can send it to me on Facebook. That would be all right too. What I probably ought to do is get him some potassium pills. My son has to take potassium in the summertime because he boo-booed and gave himself heat stroke one year. And I say boo-booed because, you know, he didn't mean to get heat stroke, but he was out in the heat and just overdid it, and has had serious problems ever since with it. And so he takes potassium pills in the summertime. I'm just cutting 2 strips from one of my patterns that I did not use. And that would probably help Jeff too, and he could just drink it with water. But I mean, there's other things besides potassium and Pedialyte. Thank you, Teresa. Okay, so here's the thing. I think I want to put some lines on this. Well, and Jeff is trying to finish up so that, because he knows that the next few days he's probably not going to be able to work, because when they go in, he had carcinoma thing removed from right below his neck, just right on his shoulder below his neck, 2 weeks ago, and he's going to have it. They want to do it more. So he's got to go in tomorrow and have that done. And so he's not going to be able to work on Mom's yard. So he wanted to get it done, or at least get part of it done. There, now isn't that cute? We'll just glue that right there. Oh dear. Cashews? Okay, Cheryl, I got some of those. I'll have him eat some of those in a little bit. Thanks, Beth. Yeah, Joyce, that's what he had, only it was just below his collarbone, basically. It's not the first time. Probably won't be the last either. Okay, so now then, I'm going to put this one back here, and it looks hunky-dory. Just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Okay, Joan, I will look for it. 0. Okay? Because, and it's berry flavored. Cool. Thank you, Joan, for going and looking and reading it. I will look for it. All right. Now then, the thing I noticed is that this piece, when I put it on, is not really going to cover that right there. I can, I could have made it wider or whatever, but every envelope is going to be a little different since we're using junk mail. Where's my other one? I'm going to cheat and show you tonight's envelope. And it had some things on it right there. Okay? And so I am going to just create another little piece that is like these. I think I will use this right here. I'm going to just cut it and make myself another little sort of circle, half circle, whatever you want to call it. That's too big. I don't really need it that big. Yeah, washi tape would, but Okay, so if I put that there, but I want to draw on it like I did on my other one. And remember, we don't want it to bleed through, so we want to draw it on it before. Washi tape would work, Beth, just fine. Homemade washi tape would be fun. That would be cool. A little paint, some marker, anything you want. I'm just going to use the same style design to cover up the extra things on my okay. You did it wrong with the text. It's all right, Maria. It's not a problem. How cool, Joyce. That's neat that they could do that. We're just gonna glue this into the position where it belongs. Just cover this one up. And now we're going to cover this whole thing up. And we will have made our first page in our Totally Junk journal. Lisa did the doing it that way and adding it to the back work. Where's my signature now? Okay. Now then, I can tuck this page in anywhere I want to my signature. And this is why I wanted to have a little wider. I think 8.5 tall by 5 or 5.5 wide is awesome, Lisa. You'll have to, guys, I would really love it if you would put your pictures up on the Facebook group. This is my page, and see, I have a nice writing place right here. This will be great for writing. Now, this page is not going to be all that great for writing, but we'll fix that later because we have this nice space. We have this, but we'll decide what we're going to do with that later down the road. And it's a pretty page right now, so maybe we'll just decorate that page because silver scissors. These silver scissors are old as the hills, and they were made in the USA. They are Klaus scissors, Clauss. They're number 616 Klaus scissors, and they, who knows where they came from. I love this pair of scissors though because they're heavy. They're thick, they're heavy, and they're kind of long. They're not. I use them to fussy cut. And Teresa, I'm glad you're going to watch the whole thing again, but at 5:30 there will be a standalone video, just so y'all know, so you don't have to fight to get to the beginning of the live stream. Although the live stream is always, you know, you might find it you want both of them. Yes, Beth, they work very well. I like to fussy cut with them, but I tend to use them upside down. They look like medical scissors. They're awful long for medical scissors, though, aren't they, Joyce? So we made our page, we made our zine, and our zine came out really cute. This is our first episode of the round 2 of Totally Junk Journal. I don't know where my little zine went to. There it is. There's my little zine. Guys, if you're going to do any of your projects that you do, I really hope that you will post them in the Facebook group. I love seeing them. And I am going to go ahead and go today because I still don't feel very good. So I'm going to go take a nap before dinner and that kind of thing. So I hope you all are safe and well. And I will see you Tuesday at noon on Lisa's channel. I'll probably pop into Mary's tonight and say hi, but I'm going to go. Bye, guys.